So we've just had some really good news in New Zealand about the arms fair or the weapons expos that have been going in New Zealand for the last 20 years and have been opposed by activists for the last 20 years. And they have decided that they're no longer going to have one this year and hopefully in the future. And that's great. That's great news, because those weapons expos are promoted and supported by the weapons manufacturers as well as the ministries for defence and the government, but they're really promoting the use of war and the export of weapons, etc., and all the technology surrounding it. One of the things that helped to end that was the union of the various groups who opposed the weapons expos. And while it was the activists who were on the front line who got a lot of the attention and who were often portrayed as sort of pushing the limits, and they've been active for a very long time and their work is really essential, we also tried to work with getting mainstream groups involved, getting the churches involved, the peace groups, the civil liberties groups to work together and to support each other. So on a number of different levels. So you would have the people who are happy to go right on the front line and block the gates, and then you'd have the ones who are just prepared to stand there with the banners and like the Quaker Grannies for Peace, and just support those people. And then you have the people who would make sandwiches and feed the people on the front lines. And then there was like World Beyond War. We've been involved for a couple of years, and we would put on films and forums during the same week as the Weapons Expo to educate the public and to grow the movement. So I think it's really important that, as Myred Maguire has been saying, that we really work together, and even though there's always going to be slight differences and there's always a bit of tension between non-violent direct action, what it looks like, what it feels like, there's people who are very pure and don't want to get involved in anything that's a little bit edgy. But those people can stand beside, and they can, there can be vigils, there can be, prayer things and songs and so on, right beside the people who are actually on the edge, and that builds the movement. It gives great strength. It shows the powers that be that civil society really does care. So that's what we've managed to do in New Zealand, and we're absolutely thrilled.